Hello, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation. I wanted to talk briefly on manifestation, law of attraction, and the idea that there is an infinite amount of parallel realities already existing in the now. And basically, you walk through the now from your point of view. You're creating everything in your universe. And since you are in the now, you infinitely have the possibility from any choice. And a lot of us label choices good or bad, but it's when you're in neutrality, more in the now, that it is just an equal. It's all decisions are equal. That you can't redo your decisions anyway. So looking back on them, they were the best you could do at the time that you did them. So be good with them. You are an infinite being in a timeless reality that's crystallized down into physical manifestation, your extension of source energy. So with all those ideas in mind, if there is only now, if there is an infinite amount of possibilities, infinite amount of parallel realities, all existing simultaneously to this moment, which is the one moment, you're just running through the illusion of parallel realities through a stream of them, to have congruity, to have the illusion of time, then anything is possible. Any decision can lead to any other manifestation. So Buddha, I believe in Buddhism, said that you're something to the effect that every second is a new second, along that line. And I believe he was alluding to the fact that every moment is a new moment, billions of times a second, over and over and over and over again, new. So you can go anywhere from this point in time. You just have to relax and let go. Just understand that you're in the now, that there is only now. And through law of attraction, through stream of consciousness, through infinite amount of parallel realities, as we're coming to understand, there's a theory in quantum science, in the Big Bang theory, called the inflation theory. And the mathematics breaks down unless infinity, eternity, is used as part of the quantum matrix of this particular equation. And it alludes that there are an infinite amount of possibilities, infinite amount of parallel realities going on simultaneously. And through superposition and collapse of the waveform in quantum science, you're collapsing down energy into reality. You're crystallizing your reality every moment based on your belief system. So at the very least, if you were to come to this understanding that do a little ego negotiation, there's tons of places to look up ego negotiation. This is very important because the ego wants to keep you safe. It's the construct to make sure that you can go through physical reality. But you can negotiate with it. Come to the place where you can look back and say, I am an infinite being. I could die this very moment, and it wouldn't matter, because dying or croaking or whatever you want to call it is an illusion, and it's your choice. You choose when you want to die. If this is your reality, you're creating everything in it, and you're an infinite being in a timeless reality that knows everything it needs to know. You want it to experience certain experiences, and when you're done, you die, but you choose that timing. Everything is chosen. Everything is based on agreement. It's not happening to you. It's happening by you. By you. You're doing it. And you chose to forget for the fun of it. If you are infinite, if you are forever, and there is only the one moment, you don't want to have stuff to do. So here it is. This is a further crystallization of a physical reality for things to do. And you and a whole bunch of your friends came to play. It's pretty much that simple. So whatever of those feels or resonates well with you, all you need to know is that from this moment, and in any moment, you can have whatever you want. You just need to relax, and relax more so in the way of how it's going to manifest. We put a lot of emphasis that, oh, that was bad, and what abundance is, whether it's money. And money is, can be an important part, because we do live in a world that does have a monetary exchange at this point in time. Not knocking money at all. Money's all good. But there's a few stories I've heard told, one by Bashar and a few others, that were prime examples of manifestation without money, and actually they made money and got to do what they wanted to do and live like, kings and queens. So it's really imagination and creativity is what it really comes down to. So at the very least, be a little softer about it, be a little happier about it, no matter what the circumstance is. Because if you really think of yourself as an eternal being in a timeless reality that chose to forget and come to a forgetting plane to do something really difficult, to go through eons upon eons and come from great darkness and limitation, this is a very limited plane of existence, and to come into great light and understanding of the things that I'm talking about now and others, of understanding your true nature and understanding how manifestation works and how understanding the true very nature of existence itself is part of the whole game. And I think being hard on yourself and not stepping back and saying it didn't happen this way or it didn't happen that way, putting conditions on things, limits, and it puts into your belief systems that things have to happen a certain way. If you really just step back and just are more loving and more caring and not conditional, not conditional on things, unconditionally love your friends and family and respect and love and their choices, which is, trust me, very difficult. I've had first-hand experience with this for a number of years. As of recent, I've been taking care of my mom for a number of years, and that was a particularly interesting challenge that I'll get into a whole different time. But it does, that she's playing a certain game, and I didn't have to play in that game, and I chose not to. And, that was a part of our process that we wanted to, experience in this physical reality. And if it was all happy and, everything was all well in the world, you didn't want that. It's boring. You are an infinite being. You want challenges. You want to be able to come out of this physical experience and be able to have the things that you wanted to experience in them. So anything that's happening is happening by you. You wanted to experience that. We're coming into a time where you can realize that more and more and more and more, and have the possibility of your excitement supporting you. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn the sound off. That was a text. So I think that wraps things up. Again, I was trying to shoot for a couple of minutes, but we didn't make that. But I think if you have questions, if you want other things to read, email me. I'm happy to have free consultations. I'll spend an hour with anybody and have a conversation and try to give you some direction if you have some curiosities of things, or just kind of want a little bit more information on some of the things that were touched on, or links to things that I think that might be of interest to you. I've been very good in my lifetime at gleaming information and whatnot, Pisces and several houses in Pisces, so I think more of the clairvoyance type of thing goes on where I'm good at picking out things for people to read or to look at. Very good. I think that will wrap it up for now. I just wanted to get that out of my head since it's been rattling around all day today. Thank you very much, and love and light.